let's explore 35 new features in iOS 12.2. Welcome everyone, it is Andrew here from AppleInsider, and we have our iPhone XS Max upgraded to iOS 12.2. There are a ton of new features in here, from new icons, new remote widgets, new HomeKit devices, and so much more. So let's go ahead and dive in and check out 35 new features and changes in the latest update. Starting off with HomeKit. HomeKit now supports televisions from the likes of Sony, LG, Vizio, and others. They can be added directly to the Home app and then controlled like other HomeKit devices. You can ask Siri to turn your TV on and off, switch inputs, and the rest. Other changes relating to that include now this says allow speaker and TV access rather than just allow speaker access. This was previously used to control AirPlay 2 devices like the HomePod, but now will apply to TVs as well. Continuing down that stretch, we saw a lot of revamp with different controls and layouts and UI elements in Control Center. With the music widget, there's new adaptive icon in that top right hand corner that changes based on how you're listening to music, whether it's to an AirPlay device, to an Apple TV, or something else. We also have a new icon for the remote. This remote used to control the Apple TVs, but now it'll control everything, including HomeKit TVs or your Apple TVs. There's a whole new interface. The skip forward and skip back 10-second buttons are now there. The interface is now completely full screen rather than just a small little pop-up widget. Your devices can still be chosen from the top menu if you have televisions as well as Apple TVs included in there. You also see new UI for the now playing when you're watching something on Apple TV. You now have the new icon on the left-hand side to match. There's that AirPlay button to let you know this is on the TV. There's volume buttons below that to go up and down, all refreshed from what it looked like before. There has been rumors for some time that Apple will be launching an Apple Pay branded credit card, so possibly as a preemptor to that, they've refreshed the wallet UI significantly. There are many changes in here, including how the transactions are laid out and the additional details that are provided. Card info has been changed, as well as the transaction screen. There are now new icons, new that bubble grid below. The Apple Pay Cash Card has new buttons for adding or withdrawing your money. Standard credit cards have a bit of a makeover as well, with new call and website buttons being added, and the actual app icon removed from the main page of Wallet. Inside of Safari, it will now warn you whenever you visit a not secure website. You see this big alert on the top, which means this website could theoretically be dangerous to you, and it's not using HTTPS, whereas you visit a secure site like AppleInsider.com, there's that little icon there, that lock icon, to let you know that it is secure. There are also new autocomplete arrows. As you're typing something, these Siri suggestions for Google search will appear. You can tap on that blue arrow to completely just fill in that search option and take you to those results. The keyboard gained a new HTML5 color picker. You can see that here. Whenever there's an HTML5 option to choose a color, the keyboard has a refreshed UI to choose those colors right there from the keyboard. Relating to Safari, we now have a new options inside of settings. If you head to settings, head down to Safari, there is a new toggle button available that will allow or disallow access to motion and orientation data. So roughly which way your device is facing. Is it face up or face down, or is it horizontal? Those could be used for different things on a website, and now you can prevent that data from being gleaned from the browser. If you travel to the About section, there's new information here at the top, including the model name and model number of your device. They're all in this new area right at the top. We also have access to Apple Care, so you can view your Apple Care status when it's going to renew or when it's going to expire. If you don't already have Apple Care, you also have an option to pick it up. If you tap into Apple Care, you can see more information about your coverage, so eligible for hardware repairs and service, and my estimated renewal date. If you just picked up a new device, you may be eligible to buy Apple Care Plus, so you can do so now right from that settings app. Go into About, tap into Apple Care, and it'll give you an option to choose your plan of just standard Apple Care Plus or Apple Care Plus with theft and loss. Obviously the difference is if you lose or have your phone stolen, it's covered in the latter option, though it does run a little bit more expensive. Once you choose your option, you then have an option on how you want to pay. Do you want to pay for everything up front, or do you want to pay in monthly installments, similar to the installment plan for buying an iPhone in general? If we backtrack out of the Apple Care in the About menu and we head back to find Maps, we have a new option there, a new toggle switch available for additional information. Previously, you could see the weather inside of Maps and you could toggle that on and off. Now you can also toggle on or off the air quality index. It'll appear in the similar location to the weather conditions for wherever you're viewing, but if you don't care about the actual air quality, you can turn that off and not worry about it. It's here in the lower right hand corner, that little green bar. That bar can change colors based on that air quality, and it gives you the index so you know what to expect. News is getting a big update here. There's only a few things now, but Apple is also launching that new news subscription service. To go with it has a new icon. It's coming to Canada in earnest. And there are a few other small changes in the app, like the new Apple News logo there. It now actually uses the Apple icon and then says news instead of Apple News in all caps. If we travel back once more to Control Center, we have another new icon, this time for the screen mirroring. You can see it has those two overlaid screens, similar to what we see on the Mac OS side before, but now that has a new icon here on the iOS devices. Messages has 4 new Animoji characters available, so if you love these Animoji characters using that True Depth camera system, you're going to like the new giraffe, the new shark, the new owl, and the new boar. All 4 of these are new animals, adding to the other huge list of animals that are already in here: monkey, robot, dog, poop, everything else that's already been added. So Apple has quite the extensive lineup. Don't forget you can tap that little bar and pull everything into full screen so you can see all the characters at once. We have new device support added in iOS 12.2 for the new AirPods, the new AirPods 2nd generation, as well as the AirPower wireless charging mat. Those two are actually now supported on iOS, even though not anything has landed in anyone's hands yet. But once they do, they will be supported as long as you are updated to this latest release. So that is it. More than 30 new features coming to iPhones and iPads. There are some really great things in here, and we are excited to see what comes in 12.3 as well as iOS 13 this summer. What do you guys think of the new features? Be sure to let us know down below in the comments, or reach out to me on Twitter. Tell me what you like, what you don't like, and what you hope to see in the future. Enjoy that video? Click like and press on that subscribe button. Be sure to check out the Apple Insider price guide that has the best deals on Apple devices and is updated daily. Follow us on social media, and we'll see you guys in the next video.